finally. You have been a thorn in my side for far too long. All these years hunting me like a dog, and now you're here, in my grasp. Oh, look at you, so strong, so defiant. Did you ever think I'd let you catch me? Did you honestly believe you could take me down? For 60 years you've chased me, tried to outsmart me, and now you're here, finally within my grasp. See, I've watched you, every move you've made, every time you thought you were getting closer, every time you took another step towards me, I was there, watching, waiting. Just out of curiosity, you never saw me all those times, did you? I was always in the shadows, always just out of your reach. Every night I'd wait just to see your face. I was always so close, but it was never enough. Oh, how I longed for us to be in the same room as we're in right now, to look into your perfect eyes at such a close distance. But you were always just so determined and evasive and determined. You never had an off switch. Always wanted to be on the move from one vampire capture to the next after that. You just never stopped moving. But now you belong to me, little Huntress. Only for a short while, however. I do need to make sure everything is in place for a little soiree I'm hosting tonight for some royal vampire acquaintances of mine. Does the name Draven Bloodthorn ring a bell? Oh, judging by how big your eyes are right now, I'd bet the two of you are well acquainted. Or, rather, you were acquainted with his wife. That is, until you drove that wooden stake into her heart. Yes, my darling, he has most definitely not forgotten about you and your actions all those years ago. Worry not, my dove. As long as you behave, Draven won't even have to know you were here in the first place. Is that understood? Good. I'm glad we're on the same page, Huntress. Even with the soiree planning taking priority in my life right now, I still had to make time for my special guest tonight, didn't I, my love? Oh, how charming of you to spit in my face. How brave of you. How in character of you. But worry not. I am not the hateful vampire you believe myself to be. Regardless, you are not going anywhere because I am the one who decides when the hunt ends. Do you feel it? The energy, the pull, the weight of this moment. I have been waiting. Oh, I have been waiting for you, for this, to finally have you alone to discuss your secrets. Why the puppy eyes, Huntress? Oh, of course. You don't know that I'm aware of your deepest, darkest secret, do you? A secret so grave that if your human companions were to find out, they would have your head for it. You're a half-blood. You're a half-blood, and you have been for the last 25 years. You know, you being a human huntress and all, had me thinking, how has this beautiful warrior been able to live as long as she has, and has not aged a day since I met her? See, I've had this question on my mind for such a long time, and it's only made you more appealing to me as time has gone on. How do I know this information, you ask? My good friend Draven Bloodthorn. He told me a story about how an evil huntress with a lot of hate in her heart, his description, darling, not mine, invaded his property on a mission to kill his wife. In the heat of the moment, you wrestled down his wife and had her in binds, although you were very careless in the matter and allowed yourself to get bit. The intriguing part in this is that you didn't fully become a vampire because her fangs didn't pierce your veins deep enough. Your human friends were obviously able to help you get the stake into her heart before it was too late for you. However, Draven arrived to the scene with his wife laying on the floor, lifeless. Thinking he would leave you for dead since you were violently convulsing to the toxins from the bite, he took his anger out on your companions and fled the scene straight after that. The morning after, the Huntress was no longer where he had left her. I'm not a very smart man, little Huntress, but I know that the only reason you were able to get away is because your body had adjusted rather quickly to the toxins from the bite. So, naturally, this led to you being able to heal a lot faster than your average human. So, riddle me this. If you have our powers, our vampire powers, why do you not use them to your advantage? Why have you never used them to your advantage in all of our encounters beforehand? Oh, and please don't tell me some sob story of how you don't want to use your new gifts because you want to remain human in theory. Ugh, please do not bore me with that line. You don't use your powers because you don't know how to. Well, would you believe me if I told you there is someone in this very room that can help you hone your skills? You're looking right at him, darling. Oh, this is going to be fun. We can actually get along. Wait a second. You were very eager to this idea. You're trying to manipulate me into letting you go. It can never be too easy with you, can it? You see, I didn't want it to be like this. Not at first. But you made me do it. You made me love you. I couldn't let you go. I can't let you go. All these years, you chasing me, it was us. It was our thing, wasn't it? We were the perfect opposites of each other, my beautiful little Huntress. I can teach you how to use your powers. You just have to trust me. What is my angle in all of this? I've told you what my angle is. I want you, and I want to see the person I love blossom into a ferocious creature that no longer needs to rely on an army of worthless mortals. Look, let me tell you something, Huntress, something that may be able to give you insight as to why it would be very beneficial for you to take my offer into consideration. As you know, I have a soiree to host tonight. This event is not just another social gathering of the wealthiest vampires in all of Nocturna. No, they have an agenda to propose. Now, I assume that since you have decided to assimilate yourself back into human life, considering your prior transition 25 years ago, we'll call it, you still care for your fragile human friends. As evil as I may be, I have never killed for sport, which is why I'm willing to help you. But again, I can only help you if you trust me. I'll be very protective of you, my darling, I promise. Not a single creature on this earth will ever harm you again. The guests have arrived, and on time. Interesting. They never arrive this early. Something feels odd. I do sense the expected 18 guests outside my manor door, but there is a companion among them I have never met before. They reek of old royal blood. Wait. Old royal blood. It's the Queen of Nocturna. She only makes appearances to such events when an attack plan on the humans is already approved by the High Court of Elves. Little Huntress, you are in severe danger by being here. People who have inherited the old blood can smell humans from continents away. You need to leave. Now. But promise me that you will come back so I can teach you how to unlock your untapped potential. Thank you, little Huntress. I'm going to cut your binds now. There you are. I expected you would punch me the first chance you would get, but I guess I was wrong about you. As you are wrong about me. Huntress, there is one more thing I need you to do before you leave. I need you to punch me in my eye as hard as you can. Stop asking questions and just do it. Remember, Queen of Nocturna, old royal blood, can smell humans from continents away. I'm willing to bet she's already smelled your presence, so we need to make it look like you attacked me and you got away. Now stop stalling and hit me. In some sense, I do deserve that. But it's fine. I'll let you go, but remember to come back. Go, get out of here. You're wasting time. I will head to the door to go open for them, and I will see you again tomorrow. My place, same time as today. Well, don't just stand there, little Huntress. Run!